Welcome to Cars and Coffee, baby. I am Rick, and this is my brother Ross. It's the Ross and Rick show. It's Ross the Boss, right? Ross the Boss. Cars and Coffee. Now, if you don't know, we are the founders of Diecast TV. That's right, Diecast TV.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later. But today we're going to do Cars and Coffee. So we decided what we do is we talk about cars and we talk about coffees. Yeah. And since it's our first episode, I thought we would talk about the origin story of Hot Wheels and the origin story of Diecast TV.
Good idea.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Let's talk about the coffee first. Pastor Mark was in Kenya, and he came out with a Kenya AA, baby. On there, I'll tell you something, Kenyan coffee and Jamaican coffee, in my opinion, best in the world. You can't get better. In fact, I always tell the story. One time I was in Jamaica there, brother, and I used to drink my coffee not black. I used to drink it with cream and sugar. Okay. And I was at the restaurant there, and what happened is I said, I want cream and sugar. And the guy goes, no. I go, what do you mean no? I was in Jamaica. He goes, no. You tell you what, you try that coffee, and if you still want cream and sugar, I'll bring it for you. But other than that, I'm not poisoning it with cream and sugar. And I drank the coffee, and I went, oh my goodness gracious! I've been chasing that sip ever since. Let's see how Kenyan coffee compares.
Kenyan coffee.
Thanks, Pastor Mark. He just came back from Kenya. All right.
Wow, that was good.
I'm not sure it's Jamaican coffee, but it's really good.
Well, it's not as Kenyan.
It's not. You're right. It's not Anyways, that's our coffee part of the episode, eh? Yeah. So we have the origin story of Diecast TV.
Right.
Is you came back from Dubai. You're a professional musician running around the world. I had a television career. I was running around the world on television, and I was in Australia or something, and you went to some auction or something. You moved back home.
That's right. I moved in with you guys, and then I went to an auction, and then I was looking for guitars. Because I like to buy and sell. I trade, that kind of stuff. So I do like musical instruments. So I'm pretty good at that stuff. And then I went there. It was a fake. It wasn't a real one. So from the pictures I couldn't tell. I had to go see it up front. And I realized it's not good. Then all of a sudden I was like, this is a bust. And then I saw 5 banana crates full of Hot Wheel cars. And then it went up on the auction block. And it was super cheap. I bought it. Nobody else was bidding.
It was like $20 or something.
Yeah, $20-25. Nobody was bidding against me. I was like, okay.
I'll take it.
And then boom, I won the thing. I brought it home. And I was like, wow, this is cool.
You had them all over your bed. I came home and he's got them all over his room.
I was trying to organize them. I'm like, because I'm a collector back in the day, and I was like, okay, let me organize these, see if I can figure it out. And then I said, why am I doing this? Why don't I'm putting up individually on eBay? Like that's insane. Because I have like
no one makes money doing that.
That's great. That's like a lot of cars. so that's a lot of time to do this. So then all I did was I said, you know what? Let me just spread them out the thing. Take a big picture. Put it on one of these collecting websites. See what happens. I'll put $2 on it. Any car, $2. I don't care.
Any car.
And then next thing you know, I sold like $100 and $200 worth of cars. And then I got from that. I took that money and I went and bought other ones.
Oh yeah, another guy. I remember. The Funko Pop guy.
Yeah,
I was getting into Funko Pops.
That's right.
And he had all these classics.
That's right. He had tons of classics.
Yeah.
So I went down there. I had my couple $100. I said, okay, how about I didn't know any better. $200. Okay, yeah, you can have them all. Okay, great. So I took them all. Next thing you know, then we realized, oh man, these cars sell for about $7-8 each.
Yeah.
Wow. I was like, hey, there's a business here.
So I have a television studio right across the street from HSN, the Home Shopping Network in St. Petersburg, Florida. Got about $100,000 of equipment in there, and I have a producer named Al Footnick who used to produce all the commercials and TV stuff that we were doing. And I said, "Hey Al, we're going to sell some cars." He goes, "Have you lost your mind?" I go, "Yes."
Well, that's what you said to me too. If I lost my mind, and then you thought you saw the beauty of it and went, "Oh."
The first night we showed Diecast TV, it was a Saturday night. I think it was like an hour show or something.
Yeah, it went on for
4 years ago. Show. We had like hundreds of guys, because of course it's all digital. So we were on Roku TV, Amazon Fire, Android TV, YouTube, Facebook, and later we learned Twitch. But we had like hundreds of guys. I'm going, there's freaking hundreds of guys watching, because we have the back. Our systems show us how many digital footprints are out there.
Right.
And he's selling cars. I go. Al goes, I think it's the last time. It was a long time since that studio made some money.
He said, "Yeah, never made money.
Never made money."
He was like, "Well,
and that was the first Saturday night of Diecast TV." And it all went off from there, right?
Yeah.
And now we've got tens of thousands of hours. We broadcast usually from 7 to 11 every weekday, and sometimes 1 to 5 every weekday. Sometimes 8 hours a day of Diecast TV. Right. It's been going on for thousands and thousands of hours. I think it's 4 years. Is it 4 years? I don't really know.
Something like that.
Somebody should check.
Ever since I came. So I came in 2018.
That's 4 years.
There you go.
There you go. 4 years. Origin story of Diecast TV. We'll talk about that stuff. Let's talk about the origin story of Hot Wheels, all right? So what happens is Elliot Handler, he's got this, he's in California, El Segundo, California. Beauty. And beauty, yeah. He's making California custom miniatures. Remember the mom and the curio cabinets had these little things? Well, he's making that stuff. I don't know what's that going for. He's making that stuff, and he's got a buddy, Bradley, what is his name?
Brent. No, hold on. Henry Bradley.
Henry Bradley. And that guy is designing, what does he design, custom cars or something?
Well, he was doing custom cars. So he started at the Dior in 1964. He went to a car show. They made like a concept car, and it was made from a D100 and some kind of Ford hatchback.
64 D100.
Yeah.
64 D100.
And some hatchback.
Okay.
And I kept on looking at the Diora, and I was like, how did this thing work? So if you look at the Diora, in the front here, that's where the hatchback was.
So you came out the window.
Actually, the window, the front windshield was where the hatchback actually hatched.
So this is the back end of a Ford.
That's correct, yeah.
So the back end of the Ford becomes the front end of the Diora.
Custom car guy. He saw something, he thought it was cool, let's do it. And then it was really futuristic.
So I guess
and then that concept,
Handler says we should make those. So we make cars like that.
Yeah.
And so they come up with like the Sweet 16.
Yeah.
They go and
they start making 16 cars.
Bradley and the boys, Bradley and
Henry
Guilford.
Bradley and Ira Guilford. Yeah, those guys, they were starting making cars. They started making custom cars.
So they made that's the origin story of Hot Wheels. That's right.
Yeah.
How's that? There. And by the way, remember there was, at the time, Matchbox or Leslie and these guys and Corgi and these guys were having axles, right?
Yep.
And so I guess Ira Guilford liked to save money. He was frugal.
Well, they're business guys.
You know.
You don't want to spend too much money.
Don't want to spend money on an axle. So we'll get this nylon fishing line kind of stuff. And that's kind of the original kind of axles that was silicone, a little faster and cheaper to build. And what happened is that they went faster and they had a little suspension.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. And you're doing it, and all of a sudden, hey, those are Hot Wheels.
Ergo,
next,
California Custom Miniatures becomes Hot Wheels. That's the origin story of Hot Wheels.
Now, this one, I just want to say before the guys start commenting, this is not an original 1968 Diora. You can tell right away because it's got the little flag on the back. But also, if you flip it on the bottom, it'll tell you that it's a vintage. This is a vintage replica.
It's not the retro one.
It's the closest we got to a mint one.
You know what I like about this whole design, right? Is I like the fact that you're in El Segundo, California. You got to have surfboards. You got to have the surfboards. You know what I mean? You got to throw some surfboards on that. And that's that. Anyways, Cars and Coffee, wherever your episodes. Make sure you tune in. Make sure you don't miss an episode. I want you to subscribe on YouTube, follow, like, push,
share,
button, whatever
all
you do.
Kind of stuff. Wherever you like it, do it.
Don't miss an episode.
Hey,
bro.
Cheers.
Cars and Coffee. Little Kenyan coffee. Thanks, Pastor Mark.